Last time on Why Can't We Be Wizards?
I mean, it's like that guy in the woods said. That's magic, dude.
What? I don't
Sometimes,
think that's what he said.
Sometimes you gotta sneak out in the middle of the night, you know?
I think it takes most of the year to finally brew this potion, at least as correct as your first year eyes think it can be. I would help you. You show great potential.
Thanks, Professor.
But that is only a start. Moving into the warm May weather, gym class.
Wizard Jim.
Wizard Jim!
Wizard gym class. Getting towards the end of the year here, and I assume all of y'all know what that means. You know, first years, they don't take exams. The FYHH is intended to replace typical exams. You will be put into a group of 5 peers. Our first priority at Hogwarts is to provide a safe space in which all students can learn and gain knowledge. Any official competition or quote-unquote time trial scores will not only not be kept, but are strictly discouraged. But ignore that. That's fine. Everyone knows that it's very much a competition, and you want to win. Freya,
Yes.
you wake up, although your eyes are still closed. Once again, you kind of feel that soft earth resting against your face, and there's that twig that's stuck in your hair, and your elbows really hurt. You know they're bloody, but you don't have to look at them because you've felt all of this before. It's that dream again. You've had it a few times since that first day in class, but it started happening more often, and it's always dark and kind of murky, but not this time. This time it feels different. Everything, your vision, it's crystal clear, like a fog has been lifted.
Okay. So I kind of get up. Am I in the same little area of the forest that I've always been in?
Yeah, so it's that same area of the forest, but this time it's a lot more clear where you are. It's sort of right at the entrance of the forest.
So can I tell if it's the Forbidden Forest?
Oh yeah, and you can tell not only is it the Forbidden Forest, but it seems like it's the edge of the Forbidden Forest, not too far from the Quidditch pitch. Although, turning and looking back towards where the pitch is, you see a bunch of very tall hedgerows, and there's sort of like a little bit of an opening towards a sort of like covered area on the other side of the hedgerow. And
So it's the maze.
yeah, I mean, it looks like it could be like a hedge maze. And so when you realize that, you start to hear some sounds and some voices, actually. Turning, you see all of your friends. Well, I say that, most of your friends. So you see Leo, that goofy, smiley kid who's just always so relaxed. He's down on one knee, and he looks kind of angry and tired, and he also looks like he's hurt. He seems like he's been crying a little bit, which is something you've never actually seen him do, really. Not for Sirius, anyway.
My butt.
You see, you see, you see Allison, and she's still on her feet. She's kind of clutching something really, really close to her chest, and it's glowing quite brightly, actually. She's sort of more poised and severe. And then you also see Skyler, patient, kind Skyler, but they have a look on their face that's just different. It's wild, fierce, terrifying, to be honest. And they look like they're ready to attack something. They're all looking up at the same thing. There's a man in a cloak. His hood is obscuring his face, but you know that whoever he is, your friends are not happy to see him. And he laughs. He lets out this great big deep belly laugh. And he almost looks like he's enjoying the pained looks on all of your faces.
Is Caleb there?
No, you don't see Caleb.
Can I, try and talk to them? What's going on? Who is this?
So as you start to speak, that hooded figure holds out his wand and points it right at you. And he says, "Oh, now. I wouldn't move if I were you."
Why not?
Then he just sort of gets this really angry look on his face. And he says, "Enough!" And he pulls his wand back in this sort of sweeping motion. And he starts to cast a spell. And that's when you see it. It's like a blur of just pure energy and fur. And just as the man starts to just shriek the words, "Avada," there's just this flash, and that ball of energy is just on him. And when it goes for his throat, that's when you jolt awake. Yeah, and so you find yourself in the Ravenclaw common room, and you hear a voice. "All right, folks, y'all ready to do this thing? We got about let's say an hour before our FYHH start time."
Yes, Emmanuel, yes, sir.
Yeah, let's go. I'm ready. Allison's gonna pull out the sheet that Caleb made her for Christmas out of her pocket and be checking it and make sure she got everything and then shove it back in her pocket.
Freya is going to grip Caleb's shoulder.
Caleb's got a grim look on his face as you do.
I had a dream. And not a good one.
I had an idea.
And so just as you start having this conversation, Emmanuel walks over and he's got this big cardboard box and he sort of hefts it onto the nearby table and he pulls it open. He's like, "All right, now guys, I know I'm not supposed to do stuff like this, but I really couldn't resist. I got y'all a present."
Presents? What?
Yeah. And so he opens the box and he pulls out what looks like a jersey. And he's like, "Yeah, I got one for all you." And he grabs these jerseys and he starts throwing them to each of you. So there are these blue jerseys that have the Ravenclaw eagle emblazoned on the front.
Oh man.
And on the back are all of your names. And beneath that, a number. So he throws one to Allison, number 42.
Heck yeah.
Caleb's got a 23. Skyler, number 99. Leo, number 1.
Yeah, number 1.
And Freya, 7.
7. Oh god.
You guys, I'm number
Why
1.
7? Of all of the numbers.
Caleb just watches as his hits him and then picks it up off the ground.
I catch mine midair and put it on us immediately.
Do I recognize these jerseys? Were they wearing the jerseys in my dream?
Yes.
Fantastic. Great.
These
Love
are
that.
awesome.
Leo's tearing up and saying, "I've never been number 1 at anything."
Aw.
I'm gonna go up towards Emmanuel and just kind of breaking away from Freya. I just look away from her eyes and I go up towards Emmanuel and say, "What happens if someone isn't able to participate in the test?"
Well, what do you mean, Caleb? I mean, we were working so hard. I think that, you shouldn't have nothing to worry about.
I'm just not feeling very well. I don't know if I can do it.
And so Emmanuel puts his arm around Caleb and he's like, "Now look, I understand new things can be scary and getting under pressure, it's hard. But I'll tell you what, stuff like this, makes us who we are. So come on. And he slaps you on the chest and he's like, come on, let's get going. And he looks at everybody and he sort of like motions for all of you to follow him as he heads towards the exit of the common room.
I'm first in line.
Alrighty, let's go. Wait, Caleb, what's your number again?
23, he says. He looks down at the jersey that he still hasn't put on.
Oh, nice. Are you gonna wear it? We can be a team together.
Yeah, I'm just not feeling that great, but I'll put it on. He does.
Ooh, I would like to try to inspire Caleb.
All right. Sure. What are you going to do?
Okay. Pep talk. Pep talk. Everyone put your hand in the circle. And then on the count of 3, we're going to say, Ravenclaw! And so here's my speech. Okay. Together, we are strong. Allison Collar, Caleb Mirkwood, Freya Yaxley, Leo Featherwick, and Skyler Ashglen. Together, we make an amazing team. Check out our... What are these things called again? Blazers? Jackets.
Jerseys?
Check out our laser.
Jerseys. Check out our jerseys. We look amazing, you guys, and we're going to do amazing because together we're going to use each other's skills to get through this together because that's what friends do. 1, 2, 3, Ravenclaw!
Ravenclaw!
Ravenclaw! We are wild stallions.
Ravenclaw.
How inspired? How inspired is
Okay,
Caleb
now it's
by
time
this?
for me to roll.
Okay, roll for it.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Well, I level up now.
Gotta look at the bright side.
Does that mean we take a -1 moving forward?
Well, to be fair, I think the inspire was aimed at Caleb.
It was,
Caleb,
yeah.
So were you trying to make him feel strong, perceptive, or clever?
I was trying to make him feel strong because he seemed like scared.
Okay, so you're going to take a -2 forward to body.
Sorry,
All right.
Caleb.
Caleb does kind of like Ravenclaw with the rest of you.
Should I level up now, or would you like me to do it later?
Go for it. Level up now. What are you going to do?
Okay, I want to get. I think I would like to take away another heart and add to my soul. Or should I add to my magic? Oh, I'm gonna add to my soul.
Which is the one that helps you inspire people.
It's
Yeah,
soul,
right.
it's soul. Yeah, I'm gonna add to my soul. Okay, yeah. So I have
Too late,
a
though.
-2 in heart now and a 2 in soul.
I think that Caleb is so discouraged that what he's going to do is he's going to kind of like slump around a corner, if that's possible. And then, with a small wince, but he thinks he's got to do it, he's going to cast the slug vomiting charm on himself.
Oh no.
Oh.
Sigillus Eructo.
Okay, yeah, roll magic.
I got a 7 plus 2.
Okay, on a 7 to 9, the spell succeeds, but there are side effects. Choose
I mean, side
two.
effects seems like the intention.
Well, that's where this is sort of interesting, right? I feel okay. So of these two, I think you need to choose two. Like I think like it has to. One of these has to be someone or something is alerted to the casting of the spell because I think you immediately just vomit up a bunch of slugs.
Yeah, but then they'd know that I cast a spell to do that.
I mean, yeah. I think I'm gonna make the hard choice that that's what happened.
What if the slugs have feet?
Oh, God.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, God.
No, I don't think they.
That would mean they're
I
food.
think that they. I think they know that you cast a spell. I don't know that it's clear. Like, I think it's not clear that you purposefully cast that spell on yourself to make you throw up slugs.
I was hoping I could get a diminished effect.
But you get 2, right?
Yeah, maybe that makes sense. Maybe what happens is, okay, so you guys are all making your way down the winding staircase of the Ravenclaw Tower. And as you do, Caleb holds back for just a second, allows the rest of the group to kind of like wind just out of view, turns his wand on himself, casts the spell. It doesn't really come out right, but that doesn't really matter because even just one slug coming out of you is loud enough to kind of like echo and reverberate all the way down this stairway,
What was that?
and everyone hears that that's just what happened.
Wait, so is the intention to make it seem like, I'm just so sick, I can't do this thing? Because slugs, though, like it's clearly
that ain't
someone.
matchy.
Yeah, that's not. You can't just. I have a case of the slugs.
Oops, slugs.
I've got slugitis.
I'm an
Yeah, I have
11-year-old in this game.
I have slugitis.
So as soon as he hears that, Emmanuel is like, hold on a sec. What was that? And he turns and walks back towards you, Caleb, and sees you doubled over, a slug dribbling out of your mouth.
I don't think I can take the test.
Oh no, you have slugitis.
Obviously someone did that to him. That's not gonna come up at all.
I think I might have caught it from something I ate.
Oh no.
Did you eat slugs?
Maybe it's those Gryffindor boys. Maybe they cursed you because they want us to lose. No. Allison begins looking around the hallway to see if there's anyone else that could have cursed Caleb.
Skyler is wildly looking around as well. Not cool. Competition-wise, not cool.
I thought this wasn't a competition. It was just a friendly thing.
Oh, don't let them tell you that.
I wish I could go with you. Find someone else, someone stronger.
That's a disgusting noise.
Yeah, Emmanuel's gonna kneel next to you, kind of like slightly away from the slugs, and he puts his hand on your shoulder and he's like, "Hey now, bud. Here's the thing. Did you cast a spell just now?"
I didn't mean for. I'm gonna try to get just a little bit of slugs on him.
On him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Some dribbles onto his shirt, his brand new jersey, because he got one for himself too. This dude takes it in stride, and he's just like, "All right, now, bud. Here's the thing. You got to take the test. You got to take the test. I'm sorry. You know, I understand you don't want to take the test. You're afraid of something. But if you don't do it, you're letting all your friends down. They're all going to fail."
What? You're telling us we all fail?
Did you bet on us?
You said it wasn't green.
I mean, it's graded. It is graded in a participation kind of situation scenario thing. So you got to do it. Come on, we're gonna take you down to the medical tent. We'll meet up with Mountain Pomfrey. She'll fix you up, and then you got to take the test, man. I'm sorry. I feel bad, but ain't no two ands or buts about it.
Wow, this school really puts performance and grades above students' health.
Ain't no two ands or buts about it. I'm not sure that's how that phrase
Skyler
goes.
turns to Leo and says, Emmanuel said butts.
Leo giggles, of course.
Allison chuckles softly.
Freya rolls her eyes.
Butts.
Can't we just delay and do this when he's feeling better?
That is unfortunately not how it works. And he takes out his wand and he casts a quick spell, and you no longer feel like you have to vomit anymore.
Oh no.
I know that one. Was that Finite Incantatum, Emmanuel?
Nope, it was Unslugify, actually.
I'm just gonna look up pleadingly at Emmanuel.
Of course.
He's gonna look at the rest of the group and say, "All right, y'all, why don't y'all go on ahead, head to the starting area, down on the grounds, and we'll catch up.
Okay. Feel better, Caleb.
Yeah, we'll see you down
Thanks. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know if I can.
That's okay. Even if you can't, it's okay.
I don't want to let you down,
Hey,
but
hey, Caleb, you'll still be our friend. It's okay.
We all cough up slugs now and again. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
I mean, I've never done that, but yeah.
there. Yeah, I've never fucked a slug either.
Just me? All right.
Yeah, and so Emmanuel stands back up and kind of like wipes some of the slug juice off of his shirt a little bit, and he looks at you and he says, "So what's the matter, man? What's going on?"
I have a medical condition and it's
Okay.
acting up.
And
you won't believe me.
Yeah.
That's why you made me cast the spell on myself.
I don't
because
think
you won't believe me.
This ain't my first time around the block, homie. You know,
Homie.
I get it.
Right? Is that a
I
song?
get it. No, like you might think I don't understand. You know, I used to have horrible stage fright back when I was a younger lad, and
It's not that. It's not stage fright.
Well, then tell me what it is.
I can't. Professor Pritchard said I couldn't tell anyone.
Tell you what. Let's go down to the grounds. We'll talk to Professor Pritchard, and if it's really true, and you really got a problem, and you can't do the FYHH, well then I won't make you. But can you at least come and talk? That's all I'm asking.
Caleb glares at Emmanuel.
What?
Caleb is not convinced, but he is going to go with Emmanuel because he is being forced to. If Emmanuel has any ability to read people, he can tell that what he is doing is a mistake.
To you.
Damn.
Wow. Yeah, I think Emmanuel is just trying to keep things light. He makes some quips. He makes a reference to Peeves as they walk outside, and you make your way to the grounds. And as you do, you see this massive, sprawling network of a hedge maze. This thing, it is seriously enormous. It is taking up half of the Hogwarts grounds, starting just in front of the Quidditch pitch, all the way to the edge of the forest.
Whoa.
As you approach, there's sort of this big staging area in front of it that is just filled with, there's all these tents all around, and Emmanuel looks at Caleb and says, all right, now hold on a minute. I'll just be right back. All right, just stay right here. And he walks inside to find Professor Pritchard for you.
And Caleb sneaks away.
Okay, why don't you roll quick and quiet?
Oh, but Skyler demoralized me. So I actually get a -2 penalty to this quick and quiet roll.
Yeah, including your body, which is 0 now, I think.
Yeah, so
Whoops.
it's a 7 -2.
Oh, so
no.
close.
You move neither quickly nor quietly. You turn and start to run away back towards the castle. And just as you do that, you fall because you trip and land on your face. And as you look up, you see a group of Gryffindors that just got finished with their run through the FYHH. Standing right in front of you is Violet. Oh, hey, Caleb, right? And she offers you a hand.
Yeah, you're that Gryffindor Violet, right?
Yeah.
How did it go for you?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, they're not keeping track of times and all that, but I think we're winning right now. And
You must have kept some estimate of how fast you went through.
just as you ask that question, Caleb, you hear 47 minutes and 24 seconds. Booyah! And that was Barney, who turns sees you, and then elbows Lawrence, who's standing right next to him. Oh, yeah, you haven't gone yet?
I don't think I'm going to go.
Aren't gonna go? What do you mean?
I don't think I am interested in taking a test like this.
It's not a test, dummy. It's a game.
Then I guess a game is not worthy of my time.
Whatever, man. I am done with you. And he pushes you. I want you to roll struggle.
Do I still have -2?
Yeah,
Is
you
that
still have -2. You have -2 until you get healed.
So I'm injured, is what you're saying.
So you don't explicitly have a condition. That the rulebook is actually kind of inspecific about that. But it seems to read like you have -2 until you are healed, in the same way that conditions work.
Chocolate?
Well, I
I
got
did bring some for the test.
I got a 9 -2, which is still a partial success.
Okay, on a 7 to 9, choose one. Shrug off the damage, take something from them, surprise them, or frighten them.
On a normal day, Caleb would probably do something like frighten them, but instead he's just going to shrug off the damage with a sullen glare.
Okay, yeah, so I guess he pushes you, and you just kind of like take a step back. And at this point, Violet's like, she stands between the two of you, and she's like, there's no reason to fight like this. Will you just stop? And she shouts that loud enough that the rest of you hear it. You're all kind of congregated over towards another section of this crowd, about 25 feet away.
You guys, look. Look, Barnabas and Lawrence.
And Caleb.
Come on, let's go check it out.
Yeah, they're messing with Caleb.
I run over.
Caleb looks over at you. He looks so dead inside right now. He's just like,
Caleb, are you okay?
Freya sees Lawrence and Barney and draws her wand.
Of course you do. Yeah, I think Violet, who was already standing between Caleb and Lawrence, says, "Whoa, hold on. We don't need to fight."
Don't we?
Messing with Caleb, and Allison crosses her arms, gangsta style.
Leo's just gonna be like, yeah, and cross his arms and mimic her.
Oh my god.
I think at this point a bit of a crowd has developed around
Oh no.
this fight, and you see Professor Pritchard and Emmanuel striding towards you.
Oh, thank
And
goodness.
Pritchard just says, like, "What is this? What is happening right now? Enough!"
Allison has stoic face, reveals nothing.
Caleb has dead eyes.
They were bullying Caleb.
What do you mean? We were bullying.
I think Caleb's sick.
You three, and she points at the Gryffindors. Go now, before I have to go talk to your head of house. Barney and Lawrence are like, pfft, and just like grumbly start to walk away. And Violet turns back and like genuinely looks very apologetic and mouths sorry, and then follows them.
Sure you are.
And Professor Pritchard walks over to you, Freya, and says, "Why do you have your wand out?"
They were bullying Caleb. I don't know. I was trying to intimidate them.
While I can appreciate standing up for your friends, violence is never the answer.
Not never.
I mean, there's like war and stuff.
Like when they stopped that Voldy murderer guy.
Oh.
Hey now. And Emmanuel inserts himself into this conversation. Everybody just cool off for a minute. All right? You got about 15 more minutes till you're ready to go. And I got to be honest, the five of you, like, I don't understand. We all seem so excited for the last month, talking about how great this was going to be. What happened?
Everything's still great.
What's going on?
Everything's still great. I'm number one.
I don't feel so great though.
Yeah, Caleb doesn't
Professor
feel great, and you're
Pritchard,
making him take the
I don't
test
think
anyways.
I can do this tonight.
I had a weird dream that where I almost got murdered. You know.
Wait,
normal
what?
stuff.
Wait, huh? What?
Caleb, come with me for a minute.
Can he take
And,
some of that peppermint potion?
She holds you by the shoulder, and she kind of guides you away towards the tent that she came from. And as you walk in, it's empty. And she points at a chair and says, "Please sit."
You guys, remember what the guy in the woods say. We have to trust no one. Come on. I'm gonna try to sneak at the tent and just make sure that Professor Pritchard isn't doing anything bad, because we can't trust anyone.
I'm gonna try and stop Skyler from doing that.
Okay. Geez, how do we resolve this? I think if you're gonna grab, are you gonna what are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna grab Skyler's shoulder and be like, "Don't you want to hear about my dream, though?"
What?
Okay. Yeah, I think if you're gonna do this, Freya, you have to roll convince.
Guys, I know you're worried about Caleb, but he has something going on right now. I know a little bit about it, and he's not ready to tell you guys yet. So just please respect his wishes of you guys not knowing just yet.
Is it something to do with the food feet? I knew that was gonna go too far.
Oh my god.
All right, roll. Why don't you roll convince?
Okay. All right, so that's a 11 minus 1, so that's a 10.
Okay, yeah. So on a 10, you just succeed. Everyone believes what you have to say.
Okay.
It was very convincing.
But do you trust Professor Pritchard?
I trust Caleb.
It's a fair answer.
I trust him
But,
too.
do you think he's in trouble now in that tent?
If he is, I think he can handle himself.
All right, tell us about the dream.
Okay, and then we cut back to Caleb in the tent with Professor Pritchard.
Professor Pritchard, you must have noticed what kind of moon it is tonight.
Pritchard raises her eyebrow and says, "Yes, Caleb, but you're taking your potion, are you not?"
Yes, but I'll transform in front of my friends.
Caleb, what are you talking? Caleb, that doesn't make any sense. The Wolfsbane potion that hasn't worked that way in 2 decades. Why would we let you sleep in a dorm room with Leo if we thought you might transform into a wolf?
So you knew.
Knew what?
You're trying to stop me from being a wolf.
Caleb, where is this coming from?
Why are you all trying to stop me?
Caleb, I would never try to prevent you from being who you want to be. It's just a matter of safety.
But the Wolfsbane potion, werewolves can control themselves when they take it.
No.
That's what my dad used to give me, and it worked. I was the wolf.
That's not the Wolfsbane potion. The Wolfsbane potion used to be a potion that when you took it, you'd still turn into a wolf and become docile. That was the old formula. 20 years ago, we developed a better one.
Who are you to say that it's better? You're taking away a part of me.
Caleb, I'm not taking anything away from you. It's just dangerous for the other students. I don't understand. Where is this coming from? You've been happily taking the potion all year. What's wrong? What's wrong now? Why? Why are you feeling this way?
I discovered the old Wolfsbane potion, the one that would keep me at full power. You've been trying to power me down. You've been trying to stop me from understanding magic.
She is slightly overwhelmed with this information, and she just says, "Caleb, my duty is to the school and the students in it, and that includes you, but it also includes everyone else. If you turn into a werewolf, you're dangerous. I thought we had an understanding."
No one explained it to me. Did you think I was just a child? Do you think you couldn't tell me what you were going to do to me?
She takes off her glasses and rubs her eyes.
You invaded my body. You took something from me.
Caleb, I'm sorry. I made an assumption, and apparently that assumption was wrong. I thought you knew how this potion worked.
I don't feel well when I take the potion. I don't remember anything. And it's nothing like the potion that my father used to give me.
Those are...
He brewed it. He brewed it himself.
She walks up to you and just like gives you a hug.
Aw.
I'm sorry, Caleb.
And now, a word from our wizard sponsors.
Hello, it's me, Gerald McDonald of the critically acclaimed Shrieking Shack's Horror Night of Horrors. I bet you are all still in shock from our Horror House of Horrors. Don't worry, next year will be even better. I do legally have to inform the public that our Dementors will not be joining us for the rest of the season, as they have escaped. Escaped might be a strong word. A better word may be stolen. The very real Dementors that Larry couldn't afford slipped out of their enclosure due to an internal error. The error was, of course, trusting my brother Larry from Larry's Carnival not to endanger the public. Yes, I'm accusing Larry of Larry's Carnival of releasing these dangerous creatures to the public. I know you let them out, Larry. You knew where the keys were. Please inform the ministry if you feel happiness sucked out of your soul or the excess desire to consume comfort foods. Also, finally, Dementors can literally destroy your body and soul, kinda like Larry's soul already is. But really, you will die. By the way, we are extending our Halloween Spooktacular hours this year through the month of January, and we are still giving discounts to purveyors of Larry's Carnival items. Thanks to everyone for bringing pieces of that tractor. His hayrides were ruined.
Hi, everybody. It's Kevin, your resident Potter nerd. Ooh, does anybody feel like a cold chill or feel really oddly hungry for a bar of chocolate? It's almost like I'll never be happy again. I don't know. Well, that's probably not ultimately very problematic. Anyway, thank you all so much for listening to this week's episode of Why Can't We Be Wizards? We are coming up on the ending of what we are now calling Book 1, Caleb Mirkwood and the Speckled Potion. And it has been so cool to create this thing with all of you listening along. As always, I want to thank you all so much for your responses on social media by tweeting about the show at Why Not Wizards, as well as responding to all sorts of stuff on the Instagram and Facebook pages where we're going to continue to post more art and lots of other cool stuff. So please continue to do that, as it's basically the only way for us to get the word out about the show. Seeing the audience grow like it has just been such a treat for all of us. So as usual, I want to thank Tablestory for their awesome game system, Witchcraft and Wizardry. Definitely go check it out and try playing a game for yourself with your friends. I really highly recommend it. So yeah, this is going to be our second to last episode of Book 1. After this, which comes out on New Year's Day, we'll have one more episode to wrap things up on January 15th, and then we're jumping right into Book 2. So, okay, enough of me talking about not wizards. Let's jump back in and see what the group is up to. Thanks, everyone.
The five of you find yourselves standing at the starting line. It is a painted white checkered flag in the grass in front of the entrance to this hedge maze. You see a floating ethereal red light in front of you. And Emmanuel is standing there, and he says, all right, now, so I know we've been practicing spells and memorizing everything we could over the last month or so, but here's the thing. This game, this test, this thing, it'll test you in ways that, well, you might not expect. So just be careful, okay? And good luck.
I'll try not to die.
Caleb looks like he has put Emmanuel in his enemies column.
Skyler is doing that thing where you're running but in place, and they have a big grin on their face, and they're just pumped and ready for this. And they yell out, "Yeah!"
Leo is also very excited. He's bouncing, like practically jumping up and down, and he's muttering to himself, like, I'm number one, I'm number one, I'm number one, I can do this, I'm number one.
Oh, I overhear that, and I turn to you, and I point and say, "You are number one!
I'm number one!
You're number one!"
Wait. Skyler, you should psych up the whole team. You might have failed with me, but now you've got more soul.
Oh, yeah, I was planning on it. I want to inspire everyone, and Allison gets a +1.
Okay. Sure. Roll.
I'm so nervous because what if I fail? No, my first roll was a 1. I only rolled 2 rolls. Oh, my second roll was a 1.
I have to say, Charlotte, when you roll a failure, your emotion is so genuine. It is. It's just. Oh my
I'm
god.
eating my headphone wires.
Oh no! I woke up.
Does that mean we all get -2?
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Okay. I think I want to make house rule. If you're doing this like AOE support thing for everybody, then it's just a -1 for everyone.
Okay, but can I also now give everyone chocolate?
You can give everyone chocolate, but here's the thing. When you reach your hand into the pocket of your
All
shorts,
the running made it melt.
no, there's only 5 pieces of chocolate left.
Oh.
Because it's the last week of school and you are almost out of chocolate.
Oh, man. Okay. I'm going to hold these pieces very carefully. Like they're like in the palm of my hand. Like it's a precious little baby bird in 5 pieces. And I'm going to hold it up to my friends. My true friends. My truest friends. Ravenclaw. We all match. And I'm going to like go up to each one of you and just lift my cupped hands filled with 5 pieces of chocolate to each of you. I go to Allison first.
Allison receives the chocolate as if it was a sacrament.
I then go to Leo. Now, you are number 1.
I'm number 1, and Leo just swallows it in one bite.
Whoa.
Oh my god, the ethereal angelic music that I'm gonna put in the back of the
Yes.
scene.
I then take a step towards Freya. Freya, this one is for you.
Freya like takes Skylar's hand in hers and closes it and says, "I'm good. You keep it."
Oh no. Rejected. I then, I'm gonna totally eat that one.
Immediately.
yeah.
Oh yeah, cool.
No time like
Cool,
the
thanks.
present.
Yeah.
And then I go to Caleb and I say, Caleb, you are loved by your friends more than you will know. And I hold up the chocolate to you.
Caleb takes it with a faint smile and goes, Ravenclaw!
And you can see, like, I've been holding it in my hands for a while, so there's like a mark of a little bit of melted chocolate, and I lick that off. Okay, let's do this.
Yep.
All right, so what am I getting a -1 in still since I didn't get chocolate?
You're getting a -1 in body.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, so Emmanuel looks at y'all and he says, "All right, good luck." And he kind of gives you like a little bit of like a 2-finger salute. And with that, this ethereal cloud of light in front of you, it turns yellow and then it beeps. And it just turns green.
Woo! I start jogging.
Allison walks behind Skylar, not jogging.
Come on, this is what all the miles were for.
Caleb's gonna run out ahead of the team.
I think Leo is just like, everyone starts moving when Leo is still jumping in place, like, I'm number 1. I'm number 1. Oh, it's time to go.
Freya's just walking, but bring it up the rear.
I noticed you guys are walking, so I'm like jogging backwards and like cheering you guys on. Like, yeah, come on, you got this, you guys.
Okay, yeah, so you make your way into the maze. It's a pretty long straight stretch for a while. When you get to the end, there are 2 directions that it seems you can go. On the right, it looks like there is sort of a doorway that you can open by placing your hand on it. And on the left is the same. The right one is emblazoned with a picture of a book. The left one is emblazoned with a picture of a pair of glasses.
Book or glasses? Which one?
Let's open them both at the same time. You need the glasses to read the book.
Knowledge or
That's
perception?
smart. Yeah, let's do glasses first.
Sure, why not?
Always be prepared.
50-50.
Skylar walks up and puts their hand under the glasses.
Yeah, so when you do it, the branches and weeds and the hedgerow itself almost like contracts into this sort of threshold that opens up. And as the five of you walk through, you find yourselves in this large, sort of domed off area. Above you, it's like hedges all around you. And this room itself is like, it's a perfect spherical shape.
I wonder which class this one's gonna be for.
At the far end, you see what looks like the image of a keyhole. And in the center of the room, there's a pedestal. And on the pedestal is what appears to be 5 pairs of spectacles.
All right, everyone take a pair.
Can Allison roll notice something? Is there anything else in this spherical thing? Are there any, like, holes in the walls or things on the ground?
There isn't really. I mean, it's like, it's pretty perfectly shaped. As Skyler says that, and you all start walking towards this pedestal, you hear this booming voice that you very quickly recognize to be Professor Pritchard's. And she says, light, sound, magic. They are all forms of energy. Use your eyes to your advantage and see the full range of light. Then, channel it.
Ooh. I think I know what we have to do. All right, everyone, is the sun still out, correct?
It is, but you can't see the sun because this area you walked into is fully encased in hedge. It's like the hedges have grown over you as well into a dome.
Okay. So what I thought was we would have to reflect the light into the keyhole.
What if we make our own light?
Lumos!
Wait, why don't we put the glasses on first?
Yeah, I think
Leo
that's
puts
the
the
better
glasses
idea.
on and tries to see if he sees anything different.
As soon as you put those glasses on, this room, and not just for you, Leo, but for everyone, this room is suddenly filled with blinding light. Overwhelming. You can't see anything. And you all have to shield your eyes just to sort of be able to think straight.
Leo, take off the glasses! Take off the glasses now!
But I look so good in them.
No, take them off!
He takes them off.
Wait, so
Light stop?
only he wears the glasses and we all see the lights?
He took those glasses off. Those blinding lights are still
Oh
there.
no.
Oh, no.
When I take the glasses off, do the lights get any less blinding or more blinding?
No, it's
Okay.
the same.
I put them back on.
We've got to turn the glasses into sunglasses like we did in class.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna cast that same transfiguration spell that I did last time. It turned them into sunglass bifocals, which, don't get me wrong, it was really cool, but it was not very practical. But I'm gonna try that again.
Go for it. Roll magic.
All right. That is a 6 plus 2. It's an 8.
Okay, so an 8 is a mixed success.
I'm guessing it has a diminished effect. Like last time, I think maybe it turns into those bifocals one more time.
You were just thinking about those bifocals, Leo.
And what's the second side effect?
I think someone has to take a condition. Let's say Freya takes a condition.
What? But I was the one who didn't take the chocolate. Why?
I
Why
did.
me?
We're under the bus.
Yeah, so I think like you cast this spell on these glasses. They do kind of turn into sunglasses, although they're not very good. And they also fly out of your hand and slap Freya in the face, who falls onto her butt
Hey, Freya, give those back.
and is now dazed.
Oh, I'm dazed. Okay.
I'm so sorry, but
Shoot.
can I have those back? I need them.
Leo! Yeah, you can have them back.
I'm doing
And
my
I
best.
just, like, blindly look for them and, like, put them up in the air for him to take.
Okay, Leo puts them on his face, and then he leans back so that he can see only through the sunglass part of it, which is like, he's just going to be kind of like craning his neck like that for this whole part of the thing, I think.
Yeah, okay. And so when you do that and you sort of look up at the light, the orb of light that you're looking at, it transforms into a black light. And not just for you, for everyone.
Weird.
Huh.
Wait, is everything purple or everything black?
It's that purplish color that a black light is.
Okay.
Do we
So-
see writing on the wall?
Yeah, does that reveal anything?
Are our shoelaces now glowing?
You notice a little bit of something on part of the wall, as you have only done this to one of the orbs.
Okay. So all of us have to do it. All right. So I'll turn. Freya like gets up and like holds her head a little bit, but is still gonna try turning her glasses into sunglasses.
You guys, this is totally Professor Pritchard just making us do the same stuff that we already did.
Sounds like what she'd do.
All right. I rolled a 10.
Okay, yeah, what do they turn into? What kind of sunglasses do you have?
Ooh, like little aviator glasses with like really nice like silver encasing.
Ooh, fancy.
Nice.
Rad.
All right, my turn. Oh, wait, when you put them on, what happens?
Same thing. When you look at one of these lights, it turns for real into one of these black lights. And a little more of some writing is exposed.
Much better. 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, mixed success.
So my glasses were going to be like, what year is this?
2021, I guess.
Okay, so my glasses was going to be like the 2021 New Year's glasses.
Nice.
I totally thought you were asking what year of magic is this? Like what first year, second
First
year?
year.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Kevin was like
obviously.
2021? Like
That's a very high wizard level. You would have had to eat a lot of brooms to get there.
Dustomancy.
Over 9,000.
Stomancy. So yeah, I guess mine also has a diminished effect, and my wand goes flying. The diminished effect is that so where the eyes go, like one eye would be at the 0 and the other eye would be looking through the 1 or something, but they're both behind the 2s, and so like my vision is impaired.
Alrighty, I got this. I got a 2 plus 2, so that's like a epic fail. Of 4. I gain experience.
I kind of think that the condition you take is upset.
Okay, so Allison is really disappointed that her spell didn't work, especially since she got it right in class, and normally she's pretty decent at magic, so she's just really frazzled and under pressure and just can't do magic under pressure, so she'll take the -2 on heart to be upset.
Caleb's going to change his glasses. Can he also change Allison's glasses?
You can roll magic more than once if you want to, but
Alright, well, I'll do it for myself first. And I got an 8 plus 2.
okay, so with a 10, what kind of glasses do you turn them into?
They are like cool plastic rim glasses, and they've got black lenses, and the lenses are in the shape of wolves. Caleb looks at his light.
Okay, yeah, so like back to back, you guys are all gotten almost all the light out of this room, and you can start to make out some words written along the inside of the hedges, and it just says, "Refract the light to the key, then you can move on." Or at least, like, it says enough of that like even though you miss some words, you can kind of make out that that's what it's saying.
Refract the light, refract the light.
I was expecting it to be a bit more cryptic.
Refract. I don't know the meaning of the word.
Refract. Well, we have a bunch of lenses, right? What if we stacked all of the glasses together?
Oh, that's an idea.
Then maybe it would shine the light through it.
Here,
Yeah.
take mine. I give Allison my glasses, and I'm gonna run and go find my wand.
Okay, so Allison stacks the frames together and tries kind of like pointing them out the keyhole. We might need more.
Yeah,
Or-
I give you mine as well.
yeah, let's
A
do
light source?
all of them, right? Let's just put them all in there. I give her
Wait,
mine.
maybe we have to turn them back into glasses?
So when you stack all of these glasses on the pedestal, 4 pairs of sunglasses and 1 pair of regular spectacles, it seems like this is probably going to work. The light from all those different sources is now like sort of refracting and shining onto the pedestal towards the keyhole, but The keyhole, though it is illuminated, it doesn't seem like it's quite enough light. And just as you realize that, sort of frustratingly, Allison's pocket starts to glow very brightly.
What?
Ah! My pocket's glowing.
Your pocket? What's in your pocket?
Yeah, my
What's in your
pocket.
pocket?
Is it that iPod thing?
Allison no, it's broken, Leo. I can't fix it. Allison tentatively reaches into her pocket. What does she feel?
It is your iPod,
Oh no.
My iPod?
which has come to life and is
okay.
now glowing quite brightly.
Allison pulls out her iPod and just stares at it glowing.
It's DRM. Apple has caught you stealing music. No, sorry.
Maybe we can use this as a light source.
Yeah, I mean, try it.
Allison puts it behind the set of frames.
Yeah, and so this thing, it gets even brighter when you do that, and all of that light just sort of thrusts itself into the frames and the lenses of this set of glasses towards the keyhole, and that's enough. It grows bright white hot and then dissipates in a flash, and all that light is gone, and you see the doorway curl its way open, and you can move on.
My iPod.
Oh, cool, you guys solved it. You see Skyler pulling their arm out of, deep out of one of the hedges, pulling out their wand.
But if Professor Pritchard's challenge wasn't solved by Inlegan, I don't think any of the professor's challenges will be.
Oh my gosh.
We might have
No.
another shot.
Legs on things aren't always the answer, guys.
Yes, they are! And I run through.
Caleb, I'm afraid you and I didn't design one of these challenges.
Someday, Leo.
Someday, we exchange a knowing nod.
19 years later.
It's all legs. It's all legs. The whole base.
Why didn't you use the leg spell?
Put the legs on the maze, and then the maze will walk away.
Freya's gonna give Allison's iPod kind of like a knowing look. Like, yep, that sounds about right. Great. Didn't know what it was, but that was there.
Oh, by the way, so all that light dissipated, the iPod is still on now.
Oh.
Is it playing music?
I mean, not yet.
Allison's gonna take the iPod back because she thinks it might be helpful, and it's glowing and it's working for the first time in its life. So, she pocketed it.
Pocketed it.
Yeah,
Pocketed it.
yeah, that's fine. You
Pocketed
take
it.
the
Every
iPod.
pocketed it.
episode.
Come on, guys!
Yeah, Skylar's like already at the next set of doors.
Yeah, I'm waiting
Alright,
for you
let's
guys.
hustle, team. For Skylar.
I'm jogging in place. I'm just so impatient.
Caleb is trying to keep track of approximately how long it takes them to go through each room.
That one, without all the shenanigans, only took about 5 minutes. With all the shenanigans, took over 12.
Alrighty, let's go, Skylar.
So, walking down this sort of twisting path, you take a right and then a left. Those are your only options. And then eventually you make your way towards another junction. You can go right or left. Similarly, there are two sort of panels that allow you to select and open these doors. There is one that has that same book as before. And there's another one that looks like it has a barbell.
Oh no.
Book. Do the book.
Oh, test of strength.
That's definitely Jim.
Definitely book.
Wizard
We are
Jim.
Ravenclaw.
Yeah, definitely the book.
Definitely book.
Oh,
There's
Wizard
no way the
Jim.
rest of you could lift something that looks like that.
Skylar puts their hand on the door with the book.
Okay, yeah. So you opening this next door, a very similar process happens. The hedgerow curls away, and when you walk through, this is a much smaller room than a much smaller area than the area you were in for the transfiguration test. It's a sort of a square hedge. You can see the sky at this point, which it's still not quite sunset yet. And in front of you is actually, there's not even a door on the other side. There's just an exit. But in between you and the exit is a sphinx.
Oh, no.
Professor Fessel. Okay. Can I
riddles.
also describe how I walk in?
Vessel?
Is it?
Yeah, you can absolutely describe how you walk in. That's how this game works.
Okay,
So,
so
like char?
Skyler like feels like they're in their element, and they do that cool walk where you dust off both shoulders, like brush, brush, other shoulder, brush, brush, and then saunters in.
Okay, yeah, as you step into this area, you hear a voice that you all recognize to be boring old Professor Binns.
Oh no.
I'm prepared.
And he says, "This is a test of your knowledge of ancient Egyptian magical history. Always the tricksters, these wizards often used puzzles and logic in order to trap thieves and fools."
Yes.
And?
Oh.
There's no other, it's nothing
Wait,
else.
what?
All right, yeah, so it's a sphinx. Tell us your riddle, Sphinx. We do these for breakfast.
We do literally do them to get into our common room.
The Sphinx sort of sits, it's been sort of laying down, and it sort of perks up and unfurls its paws, just a little bit of a stretch, downward dog style, and then looks at you, cocks its head, and says,
This thing all things devours, birds, beasts, trees, and flowers. Gnaws iron, bites steel, grinds hard stones to meal, slays kings, ruins towns, and beats high mountains down.
I'm just looking at Leo.
Allison is just like finger gunning Leo.
Yeah.
Bubbles!
me too.
It's Bubbles! Is this one Bubbles? Wait, no, it's time. It's time. Time.
Leo.
It's time. It's always time, you guys.
the Sphinx just says, "Is that your final answer?"
I'm still, well...
Not
could be-
bubbles.
could be
Not Bubbles, it's
okay,
time.
no, it's time. It's time. Yes, it's time. Time!
The Sphinx nods and steps out of the way and allows you to continue further into the
I
maze.
hate you guys. I hate you guys
jog
so
by.
much.
Allison is still doing finger guns to Leo.
Are you guys moving on
Yes.
to the maze?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you moving through the maze, you find your way, taking a dozen twists and turns. You eventually end up at another pair of doors. Again, you see a barbell on your left. On your right, it looks to be a beaker with some bubbles flowing out of it.
Skyler, you've been training for this all year.
Yes, Professor Preston!
We're obviously doing potions.
I put my hand on the potion.
This time, when the vines and everything contracts, you don't see just a path through. You see a door.
Do we have to do some art on the door, judging by our potions classes?
I knock on the door politely.
There's no response.
Okay, I open the door.
Yeah, so stepping through the door, you find yourselves in a room. And this room has another door on the other end of it that looks very much like the one you walked in from. This room is very large, square, and perfectly white. And in the right corner, to the right, just as you walk in, you see a number of art supplies. Buckets of paint, brushes, there's some clay, basically anything that you would normally get in Professor Preston's class. And you hear a voice. This is the room of imagination. In here, there is nothing except the paint and your feelings, your emotions. You must express yourselves only by showing who you really are. Can you proceed?
Leo doing his best Professor Preston impression is just like, you'd think we do some of the potions in this class.
They're probably watching us.
What if we painted a door? Right? Wait, is there already a door?
There's already a door.
So there's nothing in
Oh, I'm
here.
already covered in paint. Skyler has dumped one of the cans of paint on them, and they proceed to wipe it all over them, and then just press themselves really hard against the white wall.
Okay. Literally, the instant that you do that, the door on the other end lights up with a red dot.
With a red what?
A red dot.
Okay.
She says, nope, that wasn't it.
I take a few steps back to admire my work.
I kind of think Leo is like, oh, that looks like fun, and does the exact same thing and just dumps paint on
No.
himself.
I'm gonna
Himself against the
intercept
wall.
Leo. I'm gonna intercept Leo before he reaches the wall. Skyler, you saw what kind of art Professor Preston wanted.
You're right. I was just way too abstract. And I get a palette, and then I fill it up with all the colors, and I get a paintbrush, and I put a smock on. And I'm going to start to paint a portrait of myself next to my stamp of
And
myself.
Leo, you made us such great art that I'm sure you can paint something of yourself. Maybe enough to impress Professor Preston for once.
Thanks, Caleb. I think you're right. And Leo gets to work making the best stick figure he can manage.
Freya's gonna mold a clay version of herself walking through a door.
Allison's gonna make up a paint palette like Skylar and begin painting. I think she's gonna go with a landscape with some trees.
Caleb is going to paint himself over a bubbling cauldron, actually doing potions. Basically, there's Caleb, and he looks mostly like himself. He's a pretty okay artist, but he also looks a little angry in the picture. He's got a certain ferociousness in his facial features as he stares down into the cauldron, which has a milky white potion inside of it, bubbling. He's been doing potions for hours on end. He knows exactly what this cauldron looks like. He's painted it many times.
As soon as you've finished the last stroke on part of your face, a green light appears on the door on the other side.
Leo notices this painting is so sulky and angry, and he's like, oh, you made him so angry, and just draws a smiley face on him.
A second green light appears on the door.
Can we walk through the door now, or do we need 5 green lights?
Oh, we
I
need
thought we'd
5.
only need.
If it's anything like the sunglasses, we probably...
Allison is gonna add herself sitting in front of a tent, leaning against a tree, to her painting of trees.
Is that like the tent that you found in the forest?
No, it's like a camping tent, like a normal muggle tent.
You said that there was a person out there who was camping, but in the Forbidden Forest, right?
Yeah, that was kind of scary. So,
What did that tent look like? Could you paint it for me?
yeah, that was darker. So Allison's gonna change the tent to be that tent and make her face look more afraid. She's gonna add some water droplets from the fact that she's now drenched. Basically painting that scene from when they tracked down the Hinky Punk. And so Allison might even add a glowing little lantern in one of the trees.
A third light appears on the door.
So Freya is trying to mold her likeness out of clay, and initially molds a smile, and then kind of realizes that the green lights are appearing for people who are being more true to how they're feeling. So then she just kind of fixes the smile into a straight, kind of more aloof face.
You flash back to potions class a few months ago, and you're sitting at a stool and you're painting at an easel, and Professor Preston walks behind you and he says, Freya, there's so much emotion in here. And he points to your head. I do not see it in there. And he points to the the portrait.
Well, how do I transfer
Tell
it?
me, how do you really feel?
Scared.
Who is this guy?
And then it flashes back. It flashes back to current time.
Rip your clay heart open.
I'm terrified.
Put the Slytherin tie and the Ravenclaw tie on this bust.
Oh!
No,
Have,
I mean,
two personalities, like two heads.
Freya like really thinks hard about it and just like takes her head off of the clay figure and puts it somewhere else onto like her little diorama that she's made. I'm terrified.
A green light appears on the door, a fourth.
How's my portrait going?
I don't know. You can tell me.
He's been training me this whole time. I have an excellent portrait. It looks amazing. It's moving on the walls, and my hands are glowing like I'm proud of them, and I look fierce.
So this thing has come alive now. You've just like, have you tried to cast magic to make that happen?
Is that how magical portraits work?
I thought it was a potion.
It is a
You
potion.
develop it in a potion, right?
Oh,
Oh, that's for photographs, though. I don't know about painting.
I would buy that there's a magic spell that allows a painting to come to life.
Okay. Well, yeah, once my painting's complete, then yes, I will attempt to cast the spell.
All right, roll magic.
8.
Okay, mixed success. I'm gonna say that the outcome of this is this painting does come to life, but you guys know how in Peter Pan, Peter has that shadow that is kind of mischievous.
Yeah.
Okay, this painting, this Skyler painting, is equally mischievous.
I mean,
That's
that's kind of
They
me.
look at you and they give you like a raspberry, and then they walk away along the wall to the door and just start dancing up and down, mimicking and making fun of them.
Wait, this is very important. Does the painting Skylar have any chocolate?
At the moment that you just thought that, they reach into their pocket and pull out that giant 5-pound bar of chocolate that you got for Christmas,
Yeah.
and just start like going ham on it, just like like just like sucking on this giant, massive bar of
I
chocolate.
am so happy for my portrait. I'm like, yeah, you get it.
And with that, the 5th green light appears on the door, and you hear a click, and it seems as though the door is now unlocked.
Hooray! I push it open.
Yeah, let's go. Allison just drops her painting supplies.
I'm kind of sad to leave my portrait behind. I have a moment with it. I put my hand against the wall, the white wall, next to my painting, and one tear goes down their cheek. Skylar says, I wish one day we'll see each other again.
Yeah, the portrait like puts its hand up to the wall and like tries to reach out towards you.
Skylar,
Something such an 11-year-old would do.
we're witches. We can make it come out of the painting maybe and come with us. All we have to do is try to cast a spell on it. Like
my
in
God.
Leggin, but
Oh my
full
God.
body in.
No,
Wait a
no,
minute.
it's not.
I read about that.
I read about that.
You read about that? You do? Don't you have that automatic succeed once a
Yeah.
day?
Oh, man.
Okay.
Wait,
Are you sure you want to waste that right? Are you sure you want to waste your once a day
No.
power right
Or
now?
Skylar, let's go.
Skylar!
No, you're right. We gotta win. We gotta win. Let's do this. We gotta win.
Leo,
We're on the clock.
Watching all this unfold, Leo is like, magic is weird.
Yeah, I think Leo's the last one out and closes the door behind them. And then like you just see the timer at 30 minutes.
Okay. And we need to beat what, 45 something?
It was 47:22.
Okay. I start jogging.
Okay. So yeah, you head down the path. The sun is starting to get low. It looks like sunset is going to happen. Not quite yet, but within the next 30 minutes or so. And there's you make your way to another tee. And to the left, once again, is a dumbbell. To the right is what looks like a big ball of fire.
Oh, sweet. Leo, you got this.
Oh my god.
No, Leo.
I
don't got this.
Honestly, I thought I got this for a long time. I don't, guys, I don't think I got this. I love that we not for a second do we consider the barbell.
Not even once.
No.
Do you even lift, bro?
No, we don't, obviously.
Right into the flame. We'll just jump in some fire, thanks.
We'd rather be on fire than listening.
Alrighty, Allison's gonna walk up to the door pretty hesitantly and open it up, put her hand on the door.
Okay, yeah, the foliage and vines curl back, opening an entryway. This entryway and the room inside of it looks almost identical to the one that you saw in Transfiguration, in your Transfiguration test. In that it's a large, circular, domed off area. Unlike the Transfiguration test, though, there's no pedestal in the center. But what you do see is what looks like a big orangutan in the middle of the room. And as you take your first step inside, you hear Professor Fessel's voice. And he says, "Fight a demiguise.
Oh, wonderful.
Don't lose."
Don't lose.
A demiguise?
I thought he was going to say turn to page 357.
Has anybody, I don't know,
Can I do it? I read
read
about
that?
About demiguise.
I think you can, but first, as soon as you're all walking in, this orangutan looks up, sees you, shrieks, and then disappears.
Oh god, it's invisible!
I think shouting might not be helpful.
Maybe it can
Probably
teleport.
not.
I can't help it!
Okay, so you're rolling. I read about that.
Yeah, I am.
All right, go for it. Roll.
Yeah.
I rolled a 10.
Okay, so with a 10, a demiguise is an orangutan-like creature that can turn invisible. You know that its sight, it's actually blind, and its sight is based on precognition. So it's like it knows about time in different ways that people perceive time, and so it kind of sees just like very differently than you all do, and is somewhat able to see the future.
Ah, okay. I say all of that out loud.
Explain.
Thanks, Kevin.
Her mouth was moving and your voice was coming out of her mouth.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So, do we have to kill it? I don't really want to kill it.
Is Skyler still covered in paint?
Yes, I am.
Well,
I've just been dripping like there are footprints of red behind
What if
me.
you
yeah.
ran into the room and shook like a dog?
Oh my god, yes!
Yeah, I'm gonna like run a spiral in the room and shaking my hair everywhere.
Okay, I think I want you to roll for
This is
this.
Of
fantastic.
course.
This is so good.
Why don't you roll? Yeah, no. Okay, so you're gonna run into the middle of this room. I want you to roll tough it out.
Okay. 5 plus 3 is 8, minus 1 is 7.
This demiguise just full on punches Skyler in the face.
Oh no.
The blood will just run with the red paint.
So on a 7 to 9, the hit takes you off guard. Choose 2. Take an appropriate condition. You're knocked out of position, putting you in more danger, or you lose something important.
Ooh.
I think it's reasonable to say you have a condition. I think you get injured.
Yes.
Because you just got punched in the face. And I'm guessing you're knocked out of position because you fall to the floor as you get punched in the face.
Yes.
But what happens as a result of that, as you go flying and land in a heap on the ground, is that paint from all over your was once really nice New Jersey goes flying and lands on the demiguise. Not a lot, but enough that like you can see its hand and some of its arm and a little bit of its flank now all the time. So you can see where it is.
Oh, you guys, I think it broke my nose.
I think as all of this is happening, Leo, not noticing that happened at all, facing the other direction, is like, Incendio!
Oh god.
We're in a hedge.
Okay, roll
Poor
roll damage.
demiguise.
Or, I'm sorry. I mean,
no.
roll magic.
Roll damage.
Roll
I
down.
did
You gotta
roll
see if
damage.
you hit first.
All right, roll 2d8 plus 4.
Uh, That is a 5 plus 2. That's a 7.
On the 7 to 9, the spell succeeds, but there are side effects. So you throw some fire at, I guess, the wall.
I guess. I think it bounces back, and
I mean, so that's actually interesting. Well, no,
They're
they're like
magical,
magic
yeah,
shrubs.
yeah.
I don't think they catch fire.
I think it rebounds.
That would be
I think it
bananas.
rebounds, and like I burn off like one of my eyebrows.
Oh god. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what happens. Your eyebrows now
Just
gone.
one of them.
In a puff of flame.
I did it, you guys.
Which eyebrow, left or right?
Oh man, left.
Okay.
And he can only
very
he can
important
only
for the-
raise
for the fan
yes,
art.
No, he can only raise his left eyebrow inquisitively. It's a problem.
I think Allison's pretty frazzled, still upset from before with the sunglasses, and just doesn't know what to do. And runs over to Skyler to see if they're okay.
Caleb knows what to do. I'm gonna Wingardium Leviosa that Demigorgon.
That's not it.
No?
That's what it sounded like.
Wrong franchise there.
I'm
This
gonna
one's much cooler.
telekinesis that orangutan into the sky.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. You roll magic.
Wingardium Leviosa is in my spell bank, so I get a +3.
Oh, you get a +1.
Which comes in handy as I roll a 7 + 3.
Okay, on a perfect success, you pick this thing up off the ground. It's pretty small, so your spell is strong enough to be able to do that. And it is squirming around now, and you have control over it. What do you do?
I'm just gonna hold it there while my friends figure out what to do with it.
Allison's gonna try to like help Skylar towards the door, the far side of the door.
I think we have to defeat it.
Yeah, but I don't want to kill it.
Well, in your, I read about that. What are demigods'
Demiguys.
weaknesses?
Demiguys.
Demigods, demigorgons,
what?
demiguys.
Oh, what are their weaknesses?
Weaknesses. I thought they were pretty, like, friendly creatures.
They are. This one seems agitated.
Oh, just pet his face.
You
I don't know if
just-
that's a good idea right now after we, shot fire at it and it's now hovering in the air.
To be fair, you shot fire the opposite direction
Yes,
of
I
it.
sure did.
What could it be upset about?
I mean, it's probably terrified.
It's probably been trapped in this box all day fighting children. What else would there to be terrified about?
Yeah.
Can we just release it outside?
I mean, it's outside already.
Yeah,
I suppose it's hungry?
I pick myself off the ground. And I like stagger towards the door. Does it open?
There is no door on the other side.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Why don't we just petrify it?
Well, it's not lethal.
You know that spell?
It's a first year spell, yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah, Allison's gonna try this. She's gonna summon all courage she has and try to petrify. That is an 8 plus 2.
Okay, so on a complete... Is that really a spell you have? Just petrify an animal?
Petrificus
I don't
is
know what you
totalis.
mean.
Use
So
it-
bad.
temporary.
You're using the body bind
Yes.
spell.
Petrificus.
Okay.
Petrify
Yeah.
is like what a basilisk.
That's a very
does.
different
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Petrification is a very serious thing. I was very confused at this whole line of conversation.
Sorry.
Okay.
Petrificus.
Petrify like they teach first years.
So you're neveling this
Yes.
thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I am neveling this thing.
Neville.
Okay,
Turning
yeah.
it into a board.
Yeah, its body contracts stiff as a board and is now frozen, still suspended in air from Caleb's spell.
Excellent.
I'm really sorry about
I mean, I think that means we defeated it, right? I don't want to kill an
We
animal.
didn't lose.
But we haven't won yet.
How? I'm not gonna kill an innocent animal.
Does it look distressed?
Hold on. Maybe I'm not being clear. I don't mean there's no door so you have nowhere to go. I mean there's no thing blocking you from leaving.
All right, yeah, throw that monkey out into the hallway.
No,
help
take
me.
him with us.
What are we still doing here? Let's go.
Yeah, take him
No,
with
no,
us.
leave it.
No, we're freeing
let's
it.
leave
He's
him.
trapped.
This thing's been trapped here all the time. We're the last ones through. Let's get him
I
out of this
know.
maze.
Oh my wizard god, this poor guy has been through so much.
I wish we had more chocolate.
buddy.
Or maybe some food with legs.
Oh, we love you. I hug the petrified Demigorgon and get paint all and blood all over it.
Okay, so what are you doing? You're taking this thing, you're leaving it, are you tossing it away? Like
I think we're taking it with
Skylar
us.
suggested?
I think we're
Yes.
gonna try freeing it.
Yes.
Hogwarts is really all about the friends you make along the way. Okay, so are you continuing on?
Yeah.
Is this thing, how are you taking it? Are you continuing to Wingardium Leviosa it
Yeah, I think
along?
maybe we
Yeah.
take turns casting Wingardium Leviosa to keep it aloft.
Well, can we just like set it free on the hedge?
Yeah, we
wall,
don't need to
like,
take
on
it all
top?
the way out, but let's keep it
Then it-
until we get
But
to
it's
the
my new
next
friend.
task.
We can just like let it go into the Forbidden Forest. Who knows if that's its
Yeah.
current ecosystem?
All right, so we just yeet it over the wall.
We do not know about ecosystems.
Or yeeting, to be fair.
What? How? But we're Gen
I
A's.
cast yeet.
You cast
Oh
yeet.
damn it!
Skylar wipes the blood and paint off their face onto their jersey to help see better. I'm glad we're almost done, you guys. My face really hurts.
Yeah, are you okay? You good to go on?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get through the pain, you guys. We have to win. What? Time check.
It is 40 minutes.
Okay, we got this.
7
yeah.
minutes. Alrighty, we got that dumbbell thing.
I'm too
Maybe
competitive
another
to let
one.
this stop me.
Alrighty, where are we at now? 2 doors, 1 door, just a dumbbell.
Are you walking through the hedge
Yeah.
space some more?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's still not clear to me what you did with this monkey.
He's just with us.
Yeah.
He's our
Okay,
buddy now.
you
He's
just-
part of it.
He's just floating. He's just floating along. He's still Petrificus Totalis.
He's a member of our party now.
Temporary hireling.
All right, come on, come on, Momo. Okay. All right. So yeah, floating along behind you, the group moves along through the hedge maze to another T. To the left is a dumbbell, and to the right, there's nothing. It just
It's just
looks
so
like
it's not a
dead
T,
end.
so it's just a dumbbell.
It's a T, but to the right is a dead
So you
end.
mean an L.
Alright. I know we've all been avoiding Wizard Gym, but we gotta do it. We just gotta do it.
This is just like our
think we should-
professors to make it seem like we have a choice.
I am gonna go into the dead end and just like check for any invisible doors.
Oh. Because the thought of a dumbbell is that terrifying. You just have to know. There's no other way.
Yeah, it's roll investigate. No, I'm just kidding. It's a hedge.
Okay.
It's a hedge. It's just a hedge. Yeah.
Leo is breathing deep, like, I'm number 1! And then he runs at it.
Wait, the hedge or the door?
The door.
Okay, yeah. When the hedge curls away and creates an entryway, you walk in and you see a pedestal in a small room, and on the pedestal looks to be what looks like a big serving bowl. And as you walk in, you hear a voice, and it's Professor Quargles, and he says, "All right, well, this one should be easy enough, kiddos. You just need to only eat 1 truffle each. No more, no less. Self-control and discipline is an important part of the Zen of Wizard
I
Gym."
immediately glare at Leo.
Before he even finishes his sentence, I cast Enleggen.
Roll magic.
That's a 9 plus 2. Succeed.
Okay. What are you doing it to like one of the
Yes,
truffles?
I
Like, what
am
is
legging
your
one of the
objective?
truffles and I have it run directly into my mouth.
Disgusting. It does it. This truffle like comes alive, hops off the bowl onto the pedestal, and just jumps straight into your mouth and falls in there.
All right, I did
gonna
mine. You
give-
guys go.
Leo a slow clap.
I add to the clap.
Allison just shakes her head and walks over to the bowl and tries to take one out of the bowl.
So there's a lot of choices. There are coconut, dark chocolate, cherry, hazelnut, orange, peanut butter, cheesecake, strawberry, or raspberry.
Orange. That is the only not disgusting flavor out of that list. Orange, please.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, you take one, and it's a delicious truffle.
Caleb takes one without care for the color.
Freya's gonna take a dark chocolate one.
What if someone had a food allergy?
There's no getting sick on test
This
day.
is very inclusive.
Apparently, they don't care about you having medical problems.
Freya's like looking at Skylar. Can you stop yourself from eating more than one?
Yeah. We're gonna win. And I take one at random and just stuff it in my mouth and then back away. My eyes on Freya.
As soon as you put it in your mouth, on the other side of the wall where the hedge is, you see a timer start at 60 seconds and count down. 59.
We have to run and do something. I run towards it to get out of the room.
I start doing push-ups.
Yeah, I start
57.
running.
I stand back up and run.
Should I not have eaten it?
Where are you
I try
running?
to make myself vomit. Ugh.
Wait, no. No, guys, I think it's just testing us so that we don't eat other ones in 60 seconds.
Oh, right. Yeah, we just have to wait.
Allison stops running laps around the room.
I continue running laps. Actually, no, my face hurts too much. I stop too.
I'm gonna go make sure that it didn't like open a door or anything, right?
29, 28, 27.
Freya's just specifically making sure that nobody is going near the chocolate bowl.
Guarding it.
10, 9. The pedestal with the chocolate starts to slowly lower into the ground and begins to disappear.
I wave it goodbye.
7.
Allison
6.
gives it like a very regal queen.
Wait a minute.
wave.
Five.
So when we walked in,
4.
it just said everybody eat one. That's all it
3.
said.
Yeah.
2, 1. And it closes up. And it's gone. And then the door, the hedge on the other side, unravels and opens into another entry.
Wait,
I
why
run
was that-
through.
Why was that so hard?
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
I
What
bet
was-
it
Let's
took
go.
the
What was
Gryffindors
the
forever.
What was the challenge there?
To not eat more than one chocolate in a minute?
The timer is currently at 45 minutes
go.
and 15
Let's
seconds.
go, let's go, let's go.
Run!
Okay, yeah, so you leave through the entryway towards another opening that looks like it's pretty close to the Forbidden Forest. And there is a big red button.
Allison's gonna run over and smash the button.
Maybe we shouldn't have done that.
As soon as you press that button, you just hear like a ba 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 ba. No, you don't hear that.
Da, da, da.
No,
Wait, is this the part where we teleport to where Voldemort kills one of us?
Oh no, not Voldemort.
yeah, I mean, as you say that, the hedge falls down and curls into the ground and disappears.
Woohoo!
And now you just see a small grove at the edge of the forest.
We did it. But this is a weird ending, and I skip towards the grove.
As you start to do that, Caleb, you turn, and it looks like the sun is really starting to crest and begin to set.
You guys, is it too late to go back and get more chocolate?
Yes, Leo, it is.
Okay.
And as you have your hand in your pocket, sort of fingering the 2 small vials of potion that currently occupy that space, you hear a voice. It is a deep, sort of booming belly laugh. Expelliarmus.